I want to be the most popular girl in school. Like, I want to be the most popular girl because everyone wants to be the most popular girl. But for me, I think a big thing about what it means to be popular or well known or well liked or well networked is that it means you have a lot of resources that you can rely on. Coloring Coorain with Coorain. Sometimes I feel like I'm in high school because I feel like I'm thinking about how I want to be the most popular girl. And like, everyone wanted to be the most popular girl because it meant you got invited to every party, every cool party. Every time anyone wanted to do anything, like, they wanted you there because you had something special. Or maybe it was more about conforming and I totally missed the boat on it.
I think the contemporary art world is very much like high school. And to be a successful artist, it definitely is a lot easier to try to be popular and try to brand yourself as something rather than just making art and having that speak for itself, which is kind of unfortunate maybe, but I think that's definitely how it works now if you want to play the game.
I know what you're talking about high school. And I was one of those popular kids, I really was. But it's not a word that I use now. Like, I notice some people are, let's say, more powerful, or some people are more manipulative.
The unfortunate thing is, no matter how much I deconstruct popularity, I still want it. I still want it. It's probably the kind of thing that once you're over it, you'll get it. I don't know.
I feel like I've never been super popular. Like, I was in marching band in high school. And, like I was always, I don't know, I feel like I've always been a nerd. I feel like when I was in school, I don't know. I don't think it necessarily, I guess it just depends. If you're talking specifically about the art world, that's an interesting question. Do you know what I mean? I don't think that my work necessarily strives for that, because then again, it's maybe that would fall under, like, the guise of, like, a persona, sort of, in this way, like, where you're sort of, like, hoping to become popular, which then that's your art practice, right?
I've never felt popular.
It's hard being friends with people who are
It's hard being
popular.
friends with people who are popular. I don't think that my work has ever really been about making me friends, or at least maybe like one good friend. But I don't really think that my work has ever attracted a lot of people to me necessarily. I think people kind of want to have nothing to do with me afterwards.
I've never particularly thought about it, honestly. That's been something that's been really uncomfortable to think about, I would say. I mean, there's popularity like that you can quantify by having a blog or doing something online and you have followers and that sort of thing.
I think the thing for me that's uncomfortable about popularity is the idea that I would have to change myself to be more popular, and basically this idea that I would lie to be a popular person. Like, I want to be myself and I want to be popular, and it seems like maybe those two ideas don't go together, which is scary. And at the same time, I can see how maybe there's a couple things I could change that people would like, and I would benefit so much from the popularity that it wouldn't matter to me. I just feel like I can't tell, like when it's me, when it's not, and like when it bothers me that it's not me, and when it's fine, and like when it's a weird middle ground where it's like, oh, I'm getting goosebumps right now. Is it cold in here, or am I just having crazy thoughts? Ooh.
I don't think you necessarily become a well-known artist because of an ingratiating personality. I think you have to be aggressive. I think you have to really believe in yourself. You talk about self-confidence is a different kind that I'm talking about. I think you have to maybe, I don't know, because I've never been that famous, but maybe use people a little too.
I wonder how hard it is to use people. Like, what is that? entail? Like, does that just mean asking someone to do you a favor and not expecting to return it? Does that feel icky, or is it actually just the idea of it that feels icky?
I think that you do have to have an element of like you as a person are popular for your work to be popular. It does feel very high school, but it's also like, it's true. It sucks.
Oh, hello, Miss Popular.
Also, there are artists who, very popular artists, that have really shitty art. And then it's like, then the money comes in, and it's like, okay.
I guess I have to be likable. In order to be likable, you have to be funny. So I guess popular people have to have some aspect of funny.
I don't know. A lot of the times I'm like, I just wish someone would like discover me, you know? I just want to be discovered. But like nothing's ever that easy.
I just want to wake up and find out that like something I did when I was 10 is like a big deal on the internet, and be able to use that fame now to sell my work.
You know, my grandfather is like is a lawyer, and he's business minded, and he's always saying like, you gotta network, you gotta network, you gotta like get out there and introduce yourself to these people. You know, I think there are certain people that are able to like go up to the curator and be able to like talk about their work and present it, and I think that's terrible. I mean like it's I think it's the worst thing on earth to have to go and like present yourself like that. Feels so artificial. You know, and I've seen people who are really good at doing that and have, you know, really had sort of like a kickstart in starting their career. You know, like sort of stepped on the gas and were just able to do that, and got opportunities just based on sheer gumption. And I realized that those are different people than me. You know, not everyone has to be a self-starter, a go-getter, an entrepreneur. Especially when it comes to art, where you have people who are more focused on how they're going to make something that will sell. Well, it never goes past that. You know, so they may start their career off with a bang, but there's no depth to it. And once this fad that they've made is no longer, you know, interesting, they don't really have anywhere to go.
But really, where do I go from here? Like, it's obvious popularity is helpful, but like not everything. And it seems like there's other aspects to promotion that are necessary. And obviously, like, having artwork is a big part of it. But like, how do you promote yourself? Like, how do you get yourself in front of the right people at the right time? Like, is it dumb luck? Because I feel like I'm too smart for dumb luck, you know? Like, I feel like the people who have dumb luck, like, can't read Wittgenstein's entire Tractatus. And I'm not saying I understood any of it, but...
You just, over the course of time, you know, start to know people. And then, I guess, which could be kind of gross, is that, you know, you can use that as an entry. And it's like all of a sudden you realize that like the pieces are sort of coming together, where you now have a network of people in different fields where you can then just call up and be like, I'm doing this show, would you maybe want to be involved? Or, you know, I see that you know this person that I really respect. Would it be possible to meet them?
Anyone who tells you they can understand the entirety of Wittgenstein's Tractatus is lying. So, you know, don't worry about that. Bye, Miss Popular. I want to be in the background photos in art history.